morning, folks. This morning's soap is from Uncle John. Name of it is Prohibition. And this is what soap looks like. It's about 4 ounces in a plastic tub here. And that's what it looks like there on the side. And it's fairly firm in the container, but it's really easy to scrape out with a spoon. Got the alum block complete with rubber band. Got Thayer's witch hazel with aloe, and got the matching aftershave here. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Got it whipped up here with a Mac Meatlworks brush with the synthetic knot, and got it on the nice and wet side. It's pretty creamy. Used my red bowl today. Got Clown Fruit's pre-shave and the shaver of the day. This is what I shaved with on Sunday. This is the Feather Poplar DE. It's got the feather blade in it, which this is the 4th use on this particular blade. And been getting pretty good shaves with it. Already put a hot towel to the face. Go ahead and put some pre-shave on. This Feather Poplar, they did a really nice job, in my opinion, shaving with it. The past few days I've realized that, more or less I really realized it on the first shave, but continuing using it, they did a really nice job in the creation of the DE and the blade to be married up like that. In my opinion, they work very well together. For a blade that's known for its sharpness, gives me very smooth shaves. And when you factor in, depending on an individual, how many shaves you get out of a blade. Typically I usually shave with the idea of what I call the one and done, use it once and swap it out. I went ahead and put a couple of links. One of the links down below will be for the if you're looking like try a blade, and that way if you only want to get just a few of them, you can go that route. And there's a link for a 100 pack. And I'm thinking the 100 pack, if I remember right, was running around $27, $28, something like that. Amazon Prime. And you start to figure out, okay, well, if you get 5 shaves per blade, in other words, start to figure out how much that works out to. I think it's like 5.5 cents, something like that, from a 100 pack, which is pretty decent. Really can't complain about that per shave. I think that's how it worked out. You didn't see the other video. This is a what I would consider it's your basic shaver. I mean, it's not going to win any beauty queen pageants. It's your, I guess you might say, your daily driver. It's kind of like what some people use for a work car. It gets the job done. It just, I can't really, you just can't hardly say enough about this shaver. It really is a smooth shave. So if you were looking for a shaver just to get the job done, without it breaking the bank, this one here just might be for you. I did mention it before. If I remember correctly, I think this is, weight-wise, it's I think 1.2 ounces, I think, 4.5 inches in length, so that handle may be a bit long for some folks. Good shaves though. Definitely one, I think, you know, for a number of people that just looking for a shaver, just might fit the bill, especially if you're not sure whether you want to shave with a DE or not, kind of transitioning from electric or a cartridge. I was talking to Trevor a little bit, made a comment on his video that he made with the Focus Dynamic, and the Focus Dynamic is definitely one of those. I think some would make a nice transition from a cartridge to that shaver, because that Focus Dynamic's got a pivoting head. And I made a comment that it's got a pivoting head, but I don't really take full advantage of the pivoting head. Still treat it like the head doesn't pivot. That's another one that'll be a good shaver for somebody transitioning from a cart. It's a very mild shaver. This one here is mild, but I would say it's probably more efficient than what the Focus Dynamic is. I get a closer shave with this one here, and still very comfortable. You don't really realize that you're getting a closer shave with it. For some folks, this may, excuse me, may feel too mild for them. I don't mind that it feels mild, because I know by the time I get done with the shave, I've got a really nice shave. Close enough for me, that is. Like I said on the last video, I think the going price for this one here, somewhere in between $15 to $20. Just depends on where you get it at, what time of the year. Guess you might say probably one of the better things to do if you're looking to increase your den a little bit. Certain times of the year around the holidays might be a good time to be shopping for these sort of things. In other words, don't be impatient. You can save a few bucks. Same thing on the blades. Every once in a while you'll see somebody will have a sale on the 100 pack. So, I mean, because that 100 pack, I've seen them go as high as $35, $40 for a 100 pack. To me, that's a bit much. If you can get 5 shaves out of one blade, that puts that price point well within reason. I think a derby blade usually out of a 100 pack will run you about 9–10 cents a blade. Just depends on how many shaves you get out of that one. In other words, by the time you're done with the blade, you might be putting it at a price point that's equal to or even better than a derby blade. And derbies are usually fairly inexpensive in comparison to a feather or even some of the Gillettes. This has a nice scent. I cannot place what my nose is picking up, but it is nice. You can kind of tell it's pretty creamy too. This is a really nice brush. I like this brush. Handle is really comfortable in the hand. guess it'd be maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe longer. Jake mentioned that he was thinking that he might open up an Etsy shop. He had a shop website open. Kind of hope he opens up one on Etsy. It's going to be a good shave. Not feeling anything where it indicates where alum block is going to have a negative report. I might be able to squeeze in one more video, I'm not sure. I kind of have my doubts though. I think I'm going to be quite busy. And couldn't tell you how long it's going to be after that before I make another video after this move. This bathroom here, being as small as it is still not a bad setup for shooting videos. And I'm not too sure about the lighting in the other one. This lighting here is an older style lighting, meaning that most of your lighting is attached to the wall, and mine is hanging from the ceiling. I have 2 globes in this bathroom hanging from the ceiling. I say that's an older style lighting, but it seems to work fairly well with this old camera, video camera I'm using, and that's pretty old. Thinking maybe 7 years old, maybe. Yeah, this is pretty smooth shave. If you're looking for a DE around that same price point, but cheaper, especially one that's, how can you say, really available to most folks, in other words, a Wishi, might be something that you might be interested in. I don't remember, and I could be wrong, and maybe it's because it's been a moment since I shaved with it, and it has been, that a Wishi doesn't, has a different shave feel to it. I feel like I get a better shave with the feather poplar than I do the Wishi. Not saying that you'll get a bad one with the Wishi. I've got, great shaves with it. Just I feel like the feather poplar married up with the feather blade is a smoother shaver. But my face is pretty smooth. It's not BBS, but it's without much work. Just a normal routine without having to really try to work it. I got a pretty close shave. There's. Now I have not tried Uncle John's Prohibition Aftershave just yet. This will be my first time. It does have an interesting color to it. Got my hands wet now. Show you what the restrictor looks like if you had not seen one like this. Try not to pour any out, huh? At least not yet. This feels pretty good on the face. I like this scent. This is a nice scent. Don from Wet the Face. He's on Facebook, Google Plus, YouTube. He has a blog also. And this, how I got the Uncle John's Prohibition Aftershave and soap. I won it in a monthly drawing he has on Google Plus. So if you're not on Google Plus, good reason to be on Google Plus is entering his monthly drawings. Make sure you read the rules and all that neat stuff, but this is pretty nice. It just really taken back at how my face feels really nice with this this aftershave, and I could not tell you what it is that's in here that makes it look like that. Because that's in other words, it's not necessarily the glass container, because the glass container is clear. That's just how the aftershave looks. And my face feels really good. Had a great shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. And when I get things set back up, if I don't get another video in, hopefully it's not too terribly long. Everybody stay safe and smooth shaves to you.